I don't think they or myself ever thought of big empires or how successful things would be. We just enjoyed what we were doing and kept at it.
The company has thrived and been successful, and I'm proud to have been part of that along with the rest of our team, which is a great team. The fact that we're here 60 years speaks for itself. It's great. It means we've done a few things right.
I came into the business as a team rider in '79. I am lucky that I have been able to experience this job, this responsibility, this family. The best that I can say is thank you for the ride.
Good group of people that lived it, loved it, and they love their riders, and riders are always a super important part of the whole culture there. So, you know, nothing but great memories, great support. You know, I still look through the magazines and see my Body Glove ads, and just awesome, great experience.
It's incredible to think that the brand Body Glove is going to celebrate its 60th anniversary. I mean, and that it's still all the family. And I just think that's kind of special. There's few brands left in the world that still have the family running it.
60 years in business in the surf world, it's a huge accomplishment, and it's just neat that those guys are still a family-owned business, and to be able to pull that off. You know, I mean, these days everything's gone so corporate. It's neat to see people doing it, you know, the old school way and getting it done, and huge congratulations.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart and every other surfer that you've ever helped, which is almost everyone in the entire world. And 60 years, the amount that you've given to our sport and to make it as a family and continue to make it as a family is unbelievable. And thank you so much.
Since I can remember, people were wearing those vests, and then I finally got a chance to have, you know, a Body Glove vest of my own, and like, it's crazy to think how long that hand symbol has been on the back of those vests, and to be out there riding every day and filming and have that vest on is just, it's a cool feeling to be involved.
The very simple premise about wanting to surf and dive longer, that's beautiful, that's it. And we've all benefited from that dream and goal in 60 years. Congratulations and thank you very much.
They've always been the greatest people in the world. And I'm so happy that I was involved with Body Glove.
They epitomized everything that surfing stood for, and at a very grassroots level, and then they also embraced pro surfing. Nobody could ever thank them enough for that. They paved the way for everybody else.
Like my father, they set the morals as a family and people working together. Like I say, there's a lot of different thoughts and ideas, but it's tied together like glue, and I'm really proud to be part of that glue.
The people that I've met and got to work with at Body Glove, it's a whole different feel from any other one of my sponsors. It's a really cool feeling, and I've just truly loved being a part of that family.
I will forever be grateful for everything that the family of Body Glove, Bill, Bob, Scott Daly, you know, Ronnie, Robbie, Billy, on and on. It goes on and on. But I am, you know, forever grateful for everything that they've done for me in my career.
And the wetsuits have improved so much with the materials, and they've kept pretty much ahead of it. And they have people that represent them that are real good, and between the two of them, they've just done real well.
I'd like to wish Body Glove and the Body Glove family congratulations on 60 years of an outstanding family business. I like to think that the Lakers are a family business, and hopefully we'll continue to do the same thing, but my hat's off to the Body Glove family.
To Body Glove and the Meistrell family, 60 years in business, I don't even know what that means. I'm 21, 60 years seems like so far, so to you guys, congratulations, that's incredible.
60 years is amazing. You know, you've not only supported me personally, but the sport of surfing. You've helped us grow and move in positive directions, and all through your love and passion for being in the ocean.
I got to basically live out my dream. I mean, Body Glove enabled me to pursue my passion. I really value that relationship, and it's just awesome. Thank you.
They started and owned, you know, the best wetsuit company that's ever been made, but On top of it, they were just good people. There is no better company that you can be associated with or ride for.
What we can say at the occasion of this 6 years anniversary is that it's just the beginning.
I'm so honored to have been a part of such an awesome company and feel like I'm a part of the family, and no matter what happens in the future, you know, that connection's always going to be there. And thank you, Body Glove, for all that you've given me, and I'm looking forward to the future.
It's been over 25 years that I've been with the company, and it's still the same people. I want to say thanks to the Meistrell family for giving me an opportunity to continue to do what I love to do and, God, be a part of one of the greatest companies you can be a part of.
When you have a quality product and you care about people and you got good customer service, you'll find a way to make it through good times and bad times. And when others bail and they're gone, you're still there. And when everyone's riding the wave, you may not be at the very top because of hype can go higher, but in the end, character and quality counts. And that's what Body Glove's been for 60 years.
To Billy, I miss you, man. And to Bobby, don't be so goddamn grouchy all the time, man. Loosen up, smile a little more. Now, that's one thing he does have. He has a great smile, and him and his wife are both great people, and I love them both. And when I see Bobby, I always look back and think of the two of them together like two inseparable people, you know, almost like one.
Never in my wildest dreams did we think we'd be this successful. Can't even believe it. 60 years is a long time to be together. We've got good families and good people and help us make it business. We didn't do it by ourselves, that's for sure.
Born in 1928, and despite being raised on a farm in Missouri, twin brothers Bill and Bob Meistrell always gravitated towards the water. They even built their first dive helmet out of a 5-gallon vegetable oil can, a piece of glass, some tar, and a bicycle pump for air. This was their first taste of underwater exploration, and the two were hooked forever. It was in 1942 when their mother decided to move her children to Manhattan Beach, California, where the twins first discovered surfing and fell in love with it.
We started surfing and we hung around with Greg Knoll and Dale Velzy and Hab Jacobs and Bing Copeland and all those guys. And I remember Greg Knoll was a little bitty kid when we first started surfing.
Well, to give you a little history on the Manhattan Pier area there, Bobby and Billy were almost from the first time I remember looking at the ocean, those guys were inseparable.
Being some of the only people going in and out of the water every day, Bill and Bob were among the first of the Los Angeles County Ocean lifeguards in the 1940s. Soon after becoming lifeguards, however, Bill and Bob were drafted into the Army to serve in the Korean War. Bill was sent to Korea, where he would inspire his commander to later say that Bill was the bravest soldier he had ever commanded and received a Bronze Star for his honor, while Bob remained at the Army's Fort Ord Induction Center in Monterey, California, and married the love of his life, Patty Meistrell. After returning from war and reuniting with his brother, Bill and Bob borrowed $1,800 from their mother and joined their friends legendary surfboard maker Hap Jacobs and renowned surfer and diver Beverly Morgan in opening the first surf and dive shop of its kind, Dive and Surf.
We just had a passion to make this thing go. First day of business, we did 15 cents, and my mom said, "You think that's going to be a good business?" We said, "Think so."
We all wanted to treat our customers fairly, give them good value for the dollar, and never cheat anybody or anything like that. It just wasn't needed. You didn't need to do that. Just be fair with everybody and things would turn out.
It was interesting because Bill and Bob were totally different. Bob was so much involved in the retail and sales, and Bill was the inventor, which had made a perfect team.
They were good, hard-working people, best partners I ever had.
Bill and Bob, like all California surfers and divers, were troubled by the effects of the cold Pacific water and cool weather.
My brother went back to Bedford, Virginia, and the whole town is foam neoprene. And so my brother spent 3 days and walked around in his field material, and he found this R231, which they built Pontiac taillight gaskets out of it.
It really revolutionized the surfing wetsuit. And it was just a perfect, super soft, flexible neoprene to build a wetsuit out of.
With this new material, the Meistrells, along with their partner Bev Morgan, developed the world's first neoprene wetsuit. the Dive and Surf Thermocline, that would change the world of water sports forever.
Well, the Meistrell brothers from California, good luck on your adventure, and it is truly an adventure. We envy you the fun, and we'll watch to see how it turns out.
Bob and Bill, thank you.
Thank you very much. Take Two will be back with you in just a minute, live from
Despite the advantages of staying in the water longer, the wetsuit was unwelcome by some.
Divers took to it pretty much right away. You know, you just tell them, hey, that's what we dive with. But the surfers were hardcore. It was very, very difficult to get a surfer to wear a wetsuit. People couldn't get it through their head that you can be wet and warm. They thought you had to be dry to be warm, so it took a while.
Wanting to showcase their wetsuits, they gave them to top surfers such as Mike Purpose, Robert August, Rich Chu, and Rick Irons Sr., forming Dive and Surf's first surf team.
When the wetsuit came out, I thought, I don't know if this is really going to catch on. There was a big question mark in everybody's mind. Is this a cool statement wearing the spring suit, or do I look better in just a pair of trunks with my hair slicked back, you know?
I got that wetsuit for doing the ad with them, and that was it. I wore that wetsuit every day, no matter what.
Yeah, they were a big deal. I mean, you know, shit. You go in the water and have to push your balls down your throat to get them back in place. The wetsuits made a big difference.
You could see the surfers take a picture taken off of Hermosa Pier to Redondo Breakwater with just, in the wintertime, with just solid black wetsuits.
Once you wear a wetsuit, surfing in those days, they'd never went back.
Though the Dive and Surf Thermocline was gaining popularity, the creators were tired of explaining the meaning of the name, and went to longtime friend Duke Boyd, the creator of the first surf brand Hang 10, for marketing advice.
Well, I don't know if anybody knew what thermocline was. In my opinion, it didn't have any kind of real ring to it or any wow factor. I didn't have any long-term intentions of renaming anything.
He asked Bill that night, what makes your suit so much better than anybody else's? He said, they fit like a glove. And Duke said, well, let's call it Body Glove. And the next day he came up and he had this hand drawn. And he paid the guy $35 for that, and he charged us $200 for the whole thing. And that was how the Body Glove logo came around. It was a pretty good logo for $235. Not too bad, huh?
From its small beginnings in a surf shop in Redondo Beach, to a multi-million-dollar marketing giant in water sports, with over 1,000 different products offered in over 60 different countries, the belief of Body Glove remains the same. Do what you love, and love what you do. On behalf of the Meistrell family, thank you all for an amazing 60 years.